Hey you guys, I am sorry for the delay with the morning videos. It's been a very intense bunch of days. If you want to know more about what's been going on with me, just go to my blog, moonplutoastrology.com. Over there you have details about last night. There's details about the new class that I'm doing for the next 2 months. There's information on how to book a reading. But basically, long story short, I wouldn't even know where to begin. But I can tell you this. Thing one, I am working on, for lack of a better way to describe it, a rather intense energy clearing, exorcism, ancestral investigation and healing with a family member. We just started doing this the other day, and it's I don't want to say it's time consuming, but it's energy consuming. And again, not in a bad way, definitely not in a bad way, but it is already, I think it is changing my life. It is changing her life for the better. It's very powerful work that we're doing, and it has a physical effect. Like, it can literally make me tired. My sister, that's the relative, she is a healer in her own right, and she is a natural medium, and the two of us working together is going to be interesting. But that's going on. Another thing going on, well, just, look at my blog. Look at my blog and you will see the events of last night, which talk about why I was up so late. moonplutoastrology.com, which, that's named after an aspect in my natal chart. That's why the moon, Pluto, everything. Because when I learned I had that, it was life-changing. That said, since I'm probably gonna wait until tomorrow morning. Oh, that's another thing on the blog. There are at least 2 blog posts that talk about a very important astrological aspect that is he's giving me a love bite. Stop. That is exact tomorrow. So there's a lot going on. So I'm not going to do a morning video until tomorrow morning. What I wanted to do instead, what I had been planning to do, is what's next for Stormy Daniels. Yes. I'm using not my oversized. See, this is my oversized. My normal size rider weight. Whether you are, well, I figure mostly Americans are keeping up with this story, but whether you are American or not, you may have heard of the Stormy Daniels situation. And in a future episode, I do want to look at her chart, because she is, if I remember correctly, a Sag rising, but a Pisces, I think with a Scorpio moon. Very, very interesting chart this woman has, and a sensitive Pisces. So, that's for another time, but right now, I wanted to ask, when I do these videos about famous people or celebrities, I tend to not go for the usual question. Like, the usual question might be, is she gonna, whatever, like, is this story just gonna disappear from the media? Like, details. And I thought, instead, let's just ask what's next. Let's ask what's next and see what comes out. And if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for bearing with the long commercial and explanation. It's just been, this Mercury retrograde has been one for the record books. So, without further ado, what's next for Ms. Daniels? What is next for Ms. Daniels? And I also want to say this video expresses no judgment. I'm looking for what's next. I'm not interested in condemning her. I'm not interested in putting her on a pedestal. I'm not claiming her as a hero or an anti-hero. I just want to see what's next. And I also want to say money is a very taboo topic. Money is a very taboo topic, and money questions are among the most popular that readers like me get because there is so much guilt and shame around having money, not having money, wanting money, inability to make money, everything related to money. Measuring your worth by how much money you have or do not have. So this reading is not going to be about, oh, Stormy Daniels wants the money. Okay, we all want the money. We all need money to live. All right, I just wanted to say that. What's next? What's next for the young lady? Tarot readings without judgment. Okay. I think she does go to court. I also do not recall where this case is, like, the particulars, where it's at right now, whatever the next steps are. Well, or if it's not court per se, there's still there's a ruling, there's a judgment. There is, like, this thing is not just going to disappear. There's more to it, and there are official decisions, official rulings. We have the Hierophant here. So someone with more power than Stormy Daniels is going to be waving his magic wand, so to speak. And I don't think this is Trump. This is legal power. Also, in terms of what's next, I think just, I don't follow her on Twitter, but I've read some of her tweets and some of her interactions. Of course, I mean, she gets support and praise, and she does get a lot of flack. She gets a lot of people judging her, calling her names, being bullying. And I think this does actually affect her. Even though on the surface, Sag rising, on the surface, she's going to seem like, oh, nothing can touch me. I'm strong, and I'm a sex worker, and I'm a porn actress, and I'm all these, like, obviously she must value what she does, like, oh, here, I'm this irreverent anti-heroine, doing this, this outcast kind of thing, right? But on the inside, she is a sensitive water person, and it does get to her. So even though, I've seen it, if someone insults her, she's got a comeback. She has a comeback for everything that comes in her direction. But on the inside, it actually does take its toll. On the inside, I think she is worried. I think she is upset. I think the situation causes her more anxiety than she shows or is willing to admit. Probably her inner circle knows. I think look, there's some Nine of Swords here. It is taking its toll. There are definitely moments where she's thinking, oh, what did I do? Which, if you saw the interview, was that on 60 Minutes? If you saw that interview, you might feel, oh, this is a woman with pride and confidence and self-respect, but there's also this. She's also dealing with her own inner turmoil and worry, and I don't care what else is going on in the chart. If you're a Pisces sun, you're going to be extremely sensitive, and you're going to be absorbing all the energies around you. So I think she's in a fair amount of pain. I think she also regrets that she did not come forward sooner, for whatever reason. Come forward meaning make all of this public. And it does cause her no small amount of disturbance, mental disturbance. I don't think she is mentally disturbed. I think it is situational. I drew 4. This one is out of order, but I want to do this one next. Even though she is making more money. It's still up and down. It's not stable. I think she has a lot of debt. I think she may have friends or family that she owes money to, things she's paying off. I wonder if she has property that's in trouble or needs. I mean, she money is an issue. There's money coming in, but there's debts, there's books that need to be balanced. I also think she's overworking right now because she is, famous in this new way. I feel like she's kind of saying yes to everything so she can capitalize on this sudden stardom and being in the public eye. So she's working too much. She's juggling too much, whether it's interviews, potential book deals, her usual job, whether that's movies or dancing, whatever she's doing in her usual way. It's just like too much. So she's okay. She's managing a lot. Obviously she needs to take care of her body and her mind. I mean, look at this. This is the body here and this is the mind, and they're both a little bit off kilter. Now there's one more, and my cat is squeaking at me, so I'm going to try to speed through here. Queen of Cups, this is her. This is absolutely her. This is her essence. Scorpio moon, I hope I'm remembering that correctly. I think I am. Scorpio moon, Pisces sun, she's a water queen. She is sensitive, psychic, intuitive. She is a goddess, actually. And I'm not, I admit, I'm not a follower of porn. It's not really what I'm interested in. I've never seen any of her movies, but I will say that she brings this Queen of Cups to whatever she does. I know that sounds ridiculous maybe, but I think to her, whoever she's starring with on the screen or whoever she's performing for, she comes across as a beautiful, nurturing, loving, caring Queen of Cups. Empathy, love. I mean, she just expresses this, and then the Sag rising shows up, which swears and speaks its mind. So anyone who has a fire rising and a water sun is going to have a little bit of this split personality, right, between sensitivity and bombastic confidence, So, but for the people who interact with her, she is this queen, and she is still this queen, and this is what's next for her. Actually, is continuing, despite everything that's going on. I don't think she loses this status as the Queen of Cups. There's still love. There's still love in her, despite everything and the crazy media circus. There is still love in her, and I'm also thinking she's probably an incredible friend to have, a cheerleader, a supporter. She's still that person that you call at 2 a.m. when you're scared of the dark. Okay, you guys, I gotta go because it's just time to go. Because I have to clean the litter box. And it's just time to go. Again, if you want to talk to me personally, this is what I do. I do readings for a living, usually astrology and tarot together. That's my favorite. I do have a secret group. That's where I hold my classes. I mean, for years, I've had them in secret groups on Facebook. So we've got one of those coming up. Just email me, moonpluto@gmail.com, and Goldie and I will get back to you. Yeah, I think that's all for right now. Thank you for your support. Like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to remember everything. Become a patron. All right, I'm just going to go. Enough commercials. Although we love commercials, but enough commercials. I will see you in the next video, hopefully tomorrow morning.